All right, Coach, statement about the game?
Yeah, I thought a quick turnaround. Was concerned we were a little banged up and still a little banged up, and didn't have as much time to prepare. But I thought our guys handled it well. Just a couple of short practices that we had. They seemed really dialed in. I thought our defense was really outstanding in the first half. Got some turnovers, and offensively we had some plays and made some plays, but we had missed a couple too, and some wide open touchdowns that maybe could have put the game up a little bit more early. But guys played hard. They continue to to try to get better and better. And as I told them, after the first 3 games, there was probably a lot of negative talk or something going on, and didn't really pay attention to that. And now there's a little bit more positive talk, and it's like Coach Saban would say, rat poison. We're not worried about that. First half of the season's over. We've gotten better. I still think there's another step or 2 we can take, and I gave them a couple of days off. The players, not the coaches. The players got a couple of days off and get ready for the next one.
Coach, it seems like you guys made a turnaround, maybe even going back to the Eastern Michigan second half. What has kind of sparked that turnaround in the last year?
Yeah, I think it's really the simple answer. It wasn't anything different. It was just doing the same stuff and not panicking. I think again we're our work ethic. I felt good come after camp, and then that's why I was really disappointed, or not discouraged, but disappointed in the way it opened up in the first game. But these guys, they continue to work hard, and we'll continue to coach hard, and we'll keep pressing it. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs throughout the season. The way college football is, I'll see that all the time. But we've bounced back, and we mentioned after the first 4 games that the conference games are always the most important. And we've started off 2-0 in the conference, so that's a good thing.
Is Trey Stewart going to stop getting better? I mean, he just seems
Yeah,
like
he's one that, as I think I mentioned, he coming from a smaller school, we thought he had a chance to have the biggest upside than maybe even some of the freshmen. And he's an extremely hard worker, and he's getting a great feel for what we do. But even catching a touchdown pass, that's a hard catch. You're wide open, and all that kind of stuff. But he and Tyler Huff are 2 guys that weren't here in the spring, that just got here in the summer, and really just had to camp to work, so I'd expect them to keep getting better.
That maybe helped is like Huff has gotten more and more reps. He started to learn the offense more. Is that kind of maybe why the offense has had 2 straight 50-point games?
I think we've executed better, certainly. But today I didn't think our execution was great in the first half, again, because we missed some wide open touchdown plays. But our guys they don't panic. They work really hard. And they're slowly understanding a little bit better. I think as the season goes along, we're finding out, at least I am too, what our guys do best. We could kind of tell in practice, but when you get in the game and the quarterback is live and everything is live, I get a better. Okay, these are the plays that our guys do the best, and we're figuring that out every week as well. Clay's fine. Yeah, he got a little bit of an ankle thing there, and Roby. We lost our leader up front, and Brock Roby at center, and Davion Harley played in his place and had some ups and downs, but he competed hard.
After 3 games, I guess some of us were pushing the panic button on your behalf, but were you nervous, worried at all?
Well, I was disappointed because I thought we were better than what we had played, and I saw moments of it in practice. Louisville, I think that would have been a hard game even if we played our best, but we didn't play our best in that game. And in Eastern Michigan, we played better at times, but we didn't play a full game better. So, but every game you're just trying for your guys to keep competing as hard as they can and be serious about getting better. And I think the staff too. Not just offensive, defensive coaches, but the whole staff. Wanted them to make a commitment to get better. And I think we've gotten, doing all we can. But again, it's only halfway through. We got a little bit of a break the next couple of days. Coaches will recruit. We'll stay getting ready for Middle Tennessee as well. But the players, they deserve a couple of days off, and they'll enjoy it, I hope. Not too much fun, but.
Considering how your team's rolling, would you prefer to have a game?
Good question. You kind of would, but at the same time, you've asked the players, I'd like to have a day off. Because that's not even so much because that 4 or 5 day window, I've done it before. That's a hard deal, especially if you're coming from on the road. We get back, the game's over at midnight, and you're getting home. So the next day ain't a whole lot of good, and then that's a hard deal. But we know that, and we knew that coming in. So I don't think we don't have another 5 day window. So that part is good, but it's unique, and it's certainly helped the exposure of our league, and I think the exposure for us too being on national TV.
When did you find out about Brock Roby?
Last just 2. Well, heck, we only had 2 days. So it was 2 or 3 days after the game, and that was a day or two before the game. So, and I feel bad because he's one of our great leaders, and he'll continue to be a leader. And it was a non-contact thing, which was disappointing. But we played a lot of guys today. A lot of guys were in and out, and there was a lot of injuries today. I'll have to wait and see the medical report tomorrow, but our guys battled.
You think Brock will be back for Middle Tennessee?
No, I think Brock's probably done for the year. We don't know that for sure yet, but doesn't look good.
We've got time for a couple more questions.
Tyler Huff seems to get better and better. Has he adjusted to your offense faster than you thought you would?
He probably is just. I thought he would after meeting with him, talking with him, and seeing his history. When you're going to get a 1-year guy, it's got to be a guy that can learn quick, right? And especially at that position, there's so much to learn. And so after meeting with him and recruiting him, I sensed that. But then he was here in the summer, and Tyler wasn't a guy like, hey, I'm going to jump in and take off. We made him earn his way up through there. And to his credit, he took his time, learned, and I think he is getting better, more comfortable in each and every game. But he knows he's got Logan right there, who's a great competitor. You can see how popular Logan is when he scored. And he got Zion Turner right there and some other guys. So Tyler knew that, hey, he got competition there, and he's going to have to earn it, and he's earning it.
I got 2 for you. What, through 6 games, obviously there's going to be a lot of positive after this game, but just what do you think still needs work with on the team?
Well, we defensively we got to get some more 3 and outs. We've got some turnovers, but we got to get some more 3 and outs. We let a couple 3rd down plays get loose a little bit there defensively. Offensively, I said we didn't finish some drives. We got to make the to win some of these big games that we got coming up. Those touchdown plays, where we got to be fortunate and the guy's wide open, and we got to hit it. We got to hit those touchdown plays, and we'll keep working on those.
And then at the end of the game, when you're trying to run out the clock, how weird is it for you to be like, hey, we got to go slow and just watch the clock?
Yeah, well, I mean, it was started in the mid of the 3rd quarter. And which I don't know. We like to be the fastest playing team in the country, and our stats will not show that because we're taking a quarter and a half and milking it every time. So we started this one about mid-3rd quarter and just milk it the whole thing out. But then I thought, man, we'll get out of here early, and then those TV timeouts, brutal. Four of them in the 4th quarter at 4 minutes each. I mean, they paid a lot of bills, hopefully, but, man, it was – I mean, I don't know if you guys felt – I felt like this was the longest game in the history of college football.
Do you run out of things to say?
Oh, 100%. I'm like, what are we going to talk about here, So, and officials were the same way. They was ready to get their tails out of here, too. Miss Rita was waiting to see the hard edge bars open. We're trying to open it up here.
Let's go open it. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
It.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you, Coach.
All right.
Trey, could you talk about why you guys are so prepared today?
I say I take the coaches and the staff. They help us this week with the quick turnaround.
What about the last 3 games, maybe even really the last 4? It just seems like there's been a turnaround in the locker room. Do you guys feel like you've turned the corner on the season kind of in the last few games?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we stayed focused through like the things we was going through early in the season. We just started to clean things up more and more, and I feel like we all just started. It all started to come together when it needed to come together.
Game in 5 days. Just talk about the preparation. Just how did you guys feel coming into this one physically?
Physically, it was smooth because the recovery time shortened and practice is shortened and stuff like that. So it's just a mentality thing.
For both of you, did not practicing in pads this week help, or did you miss it?
Yeah, it definitely helped. But since we didn't practice in pads, we had to emphasize, especially attention to detail, and also the new facility, all the things we had like available to us really helps to be able to get into the contrast tub and things like that. Help us with the turnaround for situations like this.
A lot of people are this is positive, but is there anything you guys feel like that maybe you guys still need to work on going get by this weekend? You guys feel like you still need to work on?
Recovery. That's about it.
Yeah, I mean, every aspect on defense, pass rush, tackling, all the things that's gonna win us games. Like, I mean, we not in the NFL, so of course we need to get better, because the competition only gonna get better.
I thought the Sacramento Poisers played awesome. One of the best players in the conference these last few games, especially. Just you talk about what you've seen from him, especially as a young player.
Well, even since last year, like before he was playing a lot, he was making a lot of plays and he had a lot of ability. And I feel like when his number was called, he's showing y'all what we been knew he could do, you know. But yeah, he definitely a baller and he gonna keep making plays.
With this offense trying to like grind out a win at the end of the game and trying to clock, how weird is it for the offense to be like, hey, slow the brakes down? It's like, you know, you're slamming on the brakes pretty hard. Just how weird is it for you guys?
It's weird because it's different. But like some players like it was like, ooh, we get a break. But like it's different for us.
Trey, what's it been like kind of transitioning into this offense? I'm sure that it's a little different than what you're used to as far as the pace and you know everything with the offensive line and moving so fast as well.
Yeah, it's different because it's FBS, honestly. So it's like different techniques and different things that defenses give you. So it's like it helps you.
What's it like playing with Tyler?
I love playing with Tyler. He's a good dude. So it's like he loves football. That's what he is.
Trey, could you describe the touchdown catch?
Yeah. So I guess I don't even know what the defender did. I guess he just like ran into Cam, I believe, and like he just left me wide open.
He's made a big impact on this offense the past couple of games. Can you just talk about his production over this time too?
Yeah. When I first got here, they told me Cam played quarterback at first. So like it's like, but he been putting the work in practice and stuff, getting extra throws and running routes with the quarterbacks and stuff. So it's been progressing.
For both of you, how much fun was the locker room after the game?
Yeah, I mean, our locker room always turn out to a win, you know. So pretty good. It's only gonna get better. We're gonna celebrate it a little bit tonight.